Welcome to the Queen's Court. I'm your lowly jester, the Tommy Thomas, here with more news and more information about the historic 16-woman Queens of Combat tournament. The first round will take place Saturday, June 13th at the CWF Sportatorium in Gibsonville, North Carolina. Round 2 will take place the very next day, Sunday, June 14th at Ziggy's in Winston Salem. And in November, we will have the semifinals as well as the finals of this epic tournament. For more information on that, as well as merchandise, DVDs, and everything else Queens of Combat, please check out combatqueens.com and on Twitter at Queens of Combat. Normally at this point on the show, we focus a spotlight on a participant in this historic tournament. This week will be just a little bit different as we actually have a participant in the studio with us, Miss Dyslexia. Welcome to the Queen's Court, Miss Dyslexia.
Thank you for having me.
So, what are your thoughts on this historic tournament?
Well, I'm grateful for more women's wrestling becoming prominent. My thoughts are to win and to be the first champion of Queens of Combat.
Well, that's going to be kind of tough because you are the underdog, because your first round opponent is none other than Jessica Havoc. How do you plan on stopping the Havoc Death Machine?
Well, first of all, I've never considered myself an underdog, ever, and I still don't, just because she's dominant and a death machine. I plan on being just as dominant, and I plan on winning my match with Jessica and the tournament. So Jessica Havoc better be ready for a fight on June 13th.
Well, do you have any parting words for the other 15 women involved in this tournament, if you do make it past the Havoc Death Machine?
Well, she's the one to beat from what I'm told. So if I beat her, then I'm the dominant female in Queens of Combat, and I'll be the one to beat.
Let's take a look at some of Miss Dyslexia's work in the ring. Well, that's all the time we have for you today, folks. For more information regarding the first round, which takes place Saturday, June the 13th at the CWF Sportatorium in Gibsonville, North Carolina, as well as round 2, which takes place Sunday, June the 14th at Ziggy's in Winston-Salem, and for the semifinals as well as the finals, check out combatqueens.com. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Queens of Combat. I've been your lowly jester, the Tommy Thomas. I'll see you at the show.